Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing program, and I appreciate you for all your contributions on this very platform. Wherever you are watching me from, if you are watching from Biafra land, from Asia, Europe, America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, you are watching us from Russia, you are watching us from China, you are watching us from Israel, I appreciate you and I welcome you to this platform. Please, if you have not yet subscribed to this very channel, kindly subscribe, like and share the program on your platform. Share to your neighbors, share to family and friends. Reach out to others so that this message can go to the ends of the world. Today is the 25th of June, 2024, and we are here to give you more update on what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria. Remember, this is Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, a platform where we bring information that has to do with the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, a platform that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra, a platform where we bring the update on the war that is going on between the Biafra and the Nigeria, the second war that the Nigeria have declared against Biafrans, and Biafrans are defending themselves. We give the update. No matter how the world continue to pretend that it's not happening, we continue to bring it up, so that the whole world will know what is going on. They cannot continue to hide it. That is why the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria, Mazi, have continued to share videos and audios with pictures of what is going on in Biafran territory, the war that the Nigerian government have declared against the Biafran people, and they are hiding it. We make it open for the whole world to know what is actually going on. Wonderful Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you that have joined, and I want to give you another update. As we are talking about the Biafra, speaking about Biafra restoration, the Biafra Republic of Nigeria and the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria is gaining more attention. And the world is speaking about Biafra. Informations are going louder than ever. Today, there is a new report that is being published by Los Angeles Weekly, LA Weekly. It was published about Biafra, and it reads, EPA believes that a large portion of the Biafran diaspora will be encouraged to return to their homeland once it becomes independent, bringing the education, skills, and resources they obtain abroad to Biafra and help in the country's development. Having seen the advanced public welfare and governance system in Finland, EPA hopes to emulate that system in Biafra. Just as Africa is the birthplace of human civilization, we want to help create a better civilization in Africa with Biafra. EPA says, the country we are looking for is a country that every Biafra will be proud of and I have not been to Nigeria for the past 15 years, and there are many members of the Biafran diaspora who have not set foot in our homeland for even longer, out of fear and their safety. However, our hearts are always present there, perhaps even more so than many Nigerians who travel back to their country every year. This is published by a United States media, Weekly, LA Weekly, to be precise, Los Angeles Weekly. They published this about our Prime Minister. You can see that the information about Biafra is going more far and wider across the world. Just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu prophesied that when the time comes, we will not beg them to publish things that have to do with Biafra. They will do it by themselves. And that time has come. The time for restoration of independent state of Biafra have come. And there is nothing anybody can do to stop it. The more you try to stop it, the more you give Biafran the reason to pursue the independence of Biafra, and they will pursue it with all level of experience and understanding. As you can see today, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria, Mazi, has the key, and he is pursuing the restoration of Biafra legally in upfront. Legally. There is nothing that is done in the restoration of Biafra today that is illegal. In the act of self-defense of the Biafra land, it is legal, supported by international law. Politically, the self-referendum is legal, very peaceful, and still going on up to this moment. Diplomatically, the Biafran government is doing exploits. They have employed the service of one of the best lobbyist firms in DC to stand and speak for them. So what else do you need to convince you that the Prime Minister Mazi has the key? The earlier you continue and begin to support the Biafra restoration, the better for you. Everyone has to key in. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have laid the foundation, and it is led for us today to build on that foundation and make sure that Biafra becomes a reality. The Prime Minister of Biafra, the program manager, Mazi, has the key. All you need to do is to support him 100%. And I bet you, Biafra will be knocking on your door before you know it. I want to share with you one of the interviews that was granted to our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for you to hear what he thought, what his thought is, and what he wants us to do, and what we are supposed to do in the present situation. Let us listen to the Supreme Leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi.
The director of the Radio Biafra in London. Nnamdi, welcome to Sahara TV.
Thank you very much.
So let's start with the national conference going on in Nigeria. I know that several groups were not allowed to be part of it because they don't want people to go to the no-go area. What is your take on the national conference going on?
It's a discussion forum. It's been going on for very many years, as you can recall. This is about the fourth incident or major gathering of this magnitude happening in that very place they call Nigeria. It has no resonance. It doesn't resonate with us at all because it is the same people that caused the problem that are going to this conference. How can you ask people that created a problem to go and solve it? I've not seen where that's ever happened in the world before. So our take on it is that people are free to talk. I believe in democracy and in the right and freedom of anyone to speak. So if people wish to gather to speak on a range of issues they consider very pertinent to their problems, then we welcome it. But in terms of affecting our overall outcome or in a way trying to improve our lives, I very much doubt it. If you look at the caliber of people that are sitting there to represent what I regard, unquote, Igbo interest, you will see how distressing it is that a man that killed and murdered his own people at Asaba in the shape of Obasanda Ike Nwachukwu is there representing the same people that he killed just by virtue of the fact that his name is Igbo, which we find abominable. Someone like Mwobodo is there. Mwobodo was instrumental in the failure of Ekweme at the PDP convention in Jos in 1999. In fact, he left his own mother tongue and was speaking Hausa. He is there also representing us, so it doesn't have any meaning for us. What we're saying to them is this: if you go there and negotiate any other thing apart from Biafra, you better not come back, because our people will be waiting for that very person. The zoo has come to an end. They keep killing our people. And for how long are we going to allow this contraption concocted by Frederick Lugard to continue to waste the lives of innocent people?
Now, let me stop you there. You said something that I'm interested in. People who look at several Biafran groups and movements always look at this kind of statement, like the one you made now. Let him not come back home, otherwise he will explain to us. But we know that they will go there and they will come back home. And what will happen? You see, is this a statement that there is something that will happen? Because one of the things that happen in Africa, in Nigeria, and wherever you look at is that there are no consequences. And people who try to force consequences to be exerted end up saying things and nothing happens. What will happen to Ike Nwachukwu when he comes back home? Because you know he's not going there to negotiate Biafra. You know that.
Of course, we know that very well.
Okay.
What will happen to him is this. Already, we know that some of them live in Abuja and Lagos axis. There is nobody that speaks for the Yoruba nation that lives in anywhere in Igbo land or in Biafra land. There is no prominent Hausa person that lives anywhere in Biafra land. What we are saying to this man and his likes is that, of course, they will underestimate us because those that have gone before us have made threats and didn't carry it out. This time it is different. If we can place the name Biafra on satellite, if we can broadcast so that the whole world can hear us every blessed day, If we are in over 70 countries around the world with over 5 million listeners, there is nothing we cannot do. This time around, things are very, very different, believe you me. Very, very different, and very soon the world will hear about it. Because the only language that people in the zoo understand is the language of violence and force. After all, that very contraption was put together by Freddy Lugard by force. That's one thing people don't understand, that Lugard killed people to bring Nigeria together. And the killing of people to disintegrate the zoo shouldn't come to anybody as a surprise. Our promise is very simple. If they fail to give us Biafra, Somalia will look like a paradise compared to what will happen to that zoo. It is a promise, it is a prayer, it's a pledge, and it's also a threat to them. They must understand this, that we've had enough of this nonsense. These criminals cannot be stealing money belonging to everybody. These same men cannot be responsible for the length and breadth of the death, the abominable things they continue to do to the people in that very country. Every day, every week, every month, and every year, we cannot allow that to continue. It's impossible for us to let that continue, because this nonsense has to come to an end. What in Ghana must happen.
Now, let me ask you, when his name was announced as the leader of the Igbo delegation, so why didn't your group question the governors that appointed him the leader of the Igbo people to the national conference?
It's because the governors you have in Biafra land are an extension of the Hausa Fulani hegemony. They were appointed by Hausa Fulani men to come and do the bidding of Hausa Fulani oligarchy in that very part of the world. So it didn't come to us at all as a surprise. Every Igbo governor you have has a Hausa Fulani godfather. Hausa Fulani people put them there. They are there to do their bidding. If you go to Imo State, you'll understand what I'm saying.
You have heard from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader of IPOB. From his comments, you will understand that the so-called governors and administrators, or whatever they call themselves in the zoo, anybody that is serving under the zoo has been delegitimized long time ago. When you listen to his voice and his tone, you will now begin to realize that our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, today is on point and doing what he's supposed to do. He has not deviated from pursuit of Biafra, not even 1 inch. When you hear the sound of the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will know why we do not put our faith or trust in anybody that calls him or herself a politician. The only hope for Biafra is freedom. It is either Biafra or Biafra, and Biafra will surely, definitely be restored, no matter what the enemies are doing, no matter the propaganda, the blackmail, they will never succeed. I thank Chukwu Okike for the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Nigeria, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who has taken it upon himself to lead us to freedom. And from every indication, you can see the freedom coming with speed, undeterred. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect all Biafrans. Wherever you are, please keep on supporting. If you have not started contributing, go and look for a means and make your contribution. Put your money where your mouth is. The only safety and savior you have today is Biafra government and the Liberation Army of Biafra. Come December 2nd, the declaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra will be made, and Biafra land will be defended in all fronts. We are preparing. Get yourself ready and do what you have to do. Thank you and stay blessed. Share this program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Information is key. We must continue until we get to our promised land. Stay blessed. See you again on the next episode.